morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I know I saw Joe. I think he was the first one in. Brock, how you doing? I'm here on my phone. Okay, cool. Cobus, I'm glad you could make it. I know everybody's busy and sometimes it's early or late around the world. Jake, how are you? Al, how you doing? Who else is in here? Tommy J, how you doing, buddy? And Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad. What else? Al? ET, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Robert, how are you? Andy, how are you? Andy had written me a private message, and I'm going to try to get over to John TM Pate area when he is around to meet him. Try to put that together. Who else? Hey, Baldy, how are you? I think that. Oh, Mr. Mitch. Hey, Mr. Mitch, throwing up links as usual. And may I say, the best moderator in the Thailand genre and around the world. I know he loves it when people talk highly of him, so that's why I do it, just to aggravate him. Anyway, hey Randy, how you doing? Just kidding. Uh, Mitch is the best, though. There's no doubt. That's why I would say a good 90% of the Thailand genre is trying to get him as a moderator. So, and now he's a YouTube creator, so now he's the best of both worlds. All right, enough about Mitch. He's going to get pissed at me. I wish I was a comedian. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. What do we got? Spent most of the day, all day yesterday at the house trying to get ready for everything. They're all freaking day. It was rather tiresome. Can't wait till this is over. I guess there's going to be like maybe 8 or 10 people, from YouTube anyway, from friends that I've made and met, are going to make it. You guys will have to be surprised to watch it and see who's coming. Hey, regular Joe Travels, how you doing? Uh, to see who's gonna. It's gonna be fun. It'll be a good time. At least I'll have some people I can speak English to, and maybe try to learn a little bit of Thai. I don't know, but we're trying to put together now. We did find, which I thought was kind of cool. I was wondering, like I know when I did my wedding, whatever 30 years ago, I did it on my own property. I cooked tri-tip. I cooked it myself. I barbecued. We had a country western band. It was an awesome party. 250, 300 people. Anyway, I I bought a crap load of liquor, and soda and everything else. I had enough. I ended up giving it away to people and friends, because it was way more than I would ever be able to drink. And what my wife found, which I thought was kind of interesting, was we had over the people that are going to do all the security cameras and stuff from security system, and the one that's putting in that was actually working on the Cat 5 cable that I've got running through the house so that I can plug in and stuff, the TVs, the computers, that kind of crap. Anyway, one of the guys said, I've got a friend that puts together this just a tiny bit more, not marginal, but whiskey, Coke, soda water, um, everything that you could think of drink wise. And then you don't pay until after, and you pay basically for what you use. And then he takes back the rest, beer, of course. I almost forgot the most important part of most people's party wise. They're Leo, and they asked me which one I wanted, Leo or Chong. And I picked Leo. I don't know. I tasted Leo. Leo tastes okay. I don't know about the other ones, but I just went with what I knew. So I thought that was kind of cool. Um, and it's marginal. They're putting together all that stuff. Today they're coming to the property on either side. The brothers getting rid of all the trash and crap from the build and leveling it out so that we can put the tables up, both in our yard and the yard and the property next to us. Um, and yeah, it should be a good time. My wife's about ready to go crazy. She left this morning, took my mother-in-law already over to the other house, and then went to work. I think she'll take off Thursday and Friday. I have to go back to the doctor's on Thursday, and she, both of us, for our 3 month cha-cha, get my medication and all that stuff, and then we'll be doing stuff. And then, of course, Friday we'll be doing stuff all day Friday. I'm hoping to get together. Some of the people are going to come in on Friday, and I haven't even really talked to everybody about it, but if they're watching or whatever, maybe we can get together on Friday night and go to a barbecue. We got a pretty good barbecue place. Go over there and have a barbecue, everybody. So we'll see. I'll try to put that together. Hey, Black Sheep, how you doing? I was over there all day yesterday, and I never ripped out the tape measure. But I think it's going to wait till afterwards. And I really appreciate what this gentleman is offering and has done in his 3D drawings of my backyard. It's pretty awesome. So we'll we'll go from there. Hey, what's happening, Gary? How you doing? Good morning to you, Mark. How are you? But I will do that because I know you're waiting on those measurements. He sent me an email with all the measurements he was missing. So I will get those for you definitely. And then I wanted to put two 1,000 tanks in. The brother bought one. He bought it at Taiwazadu. And so I went over there last night to try to get another one, and they're all sold out because kind of wanted to get matching ones, but I guess it really doesn't matter because I want to have a total of maybe 3,000 liters just in case. I don't know if anybody's too familiar with Isan or with Surin here. We run out of water, or we can run out of water. We have run out of water since I've been here. But the so I want to do that. I want to try to do that. I don't know if I'll get it done before the party, although my wife wants to have at least 2,000 liters of water in case we lose water or something for the party, of course. We're just saying hi. If I'm missing questions, just put them back up, but I don't think I have. People have been getting smarter. They're putting question. And question really catches my eye. I don't know why, but when they put question in caps, I catch it really quick. So, girls, already. Let's see. Where is the second? It's going to go right next to the one in the very back corner of that. He ended up making that more in an L shape. I'm not an L shape. It's like 1.5 meters for maybe. I'll measure it all for maybe 2.5, 3 meters, 3 meters, and then he jogged it in. I don't know why. Only like very little to like 1.2 or maybe it's a meter. I don't know. And then goes another one. That's where the shower and the pool equipment are going. And I'm going to enclose the whole thing. So, but now looking at it with the 1,000 in there, I could actually move the pump where he put it and the pump for the house and put another tank and still have enough room for all the pool equipment and everything I'm going to need. So, answer. Question. Okay. Joe has a question. What's Joe's question? Dave, bachelor party Friday night. Yeah, this is going to be my, let me see. Let me make sure I get this right. Fourth or fifth wedding? Fourth. Fourth wedding. So I had 3 of them. That was good enough. And the early ones were wild ones because they were back in the early 80s or whatever, late 70s, early 80s, one of them anyway. So it was pretty wild, especially in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, I understand. 2 tanks in the pump house, and they should fit because he got a little bit of a taller one, where that green one that I had was kind of squatty, and I only bought that green one because it was real cheap. And what I want to do is I want to put that somewhere on the other side of the house. I'd like to collect some rainwater. I don't know what's entailed in doing that, but it would be nice to have at least an extra 1,000 gallons to use to fill the pond, top off the pond and stuff. So, what did I miss? Dave's bachelor party ends at 10 sharp. Yeah, he needs sleep. Yeah, and I guess what she said too is that the party's going to begin at 9. I'll be in my diaper from 9 to noon, and that's going to be the wedding and the house blessing. And then everybody's going to take a break and do whatever they want to, sit around, bullshit. There'll be plenty of food and drink there. And then at 5 o'clock, everything will start up: the karaoke, the music, the dancing, the whole deal, the catering, eat again. So all the Thai people, especially the Thai women, will be ecstatic because there'll be plenty of food. So, hey, Stuck, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I hope you're well. Um, let's see, Gator. I think I caught all the questions. Anyway, so that's basically what's going on there. The kids have moved their beds over. They're packed up their stuff. We're going to try to get them pretty much moved to the new house because the oldest has, I told you, the 4 or 5 friends that are coming from Bangkok that are they're gonna do traditional Thai dance. I'm guessing during the party segment of the extravaganza, and they can all stay upstairs. We're not going to stay there until the night of the 10th, probably, maybe the 9th. And then we've thought about, my wife said that she thinks it's going to go from 5 to 10 p.m. on the party part of it, but I guess it could go to whatever. I don't know. I can't see them stopping if they don't have to. And then it should be. So we're going to depend on how we feel on the 9th, although we probably will still move because all I'm going to do is we're basically going to hire the brother that did the wall and going to do the pond and all that kind of stuff. Did a bunch of work there anyway. Um, him and his crew of 3 or 4 guys to move. So the only thing I have to do is once they load the truck, I just have to drive the truck back and forth. So, and I'm not going to get intoxicated because that won't happen. But I will have fun. I will have a couple of beers with everybody and that kind of stuff. But I just don't get intoxicated. Uh, so, um, so I should be in good enough shape because I'd like to get there, man. I'm done with this place where I'm at. It drives me crazy. Everything's half broke here, and no one wants. The lady, she doesn't want to fix anything. So let's see. Girls in Patea. Just saying hi there. Tommy Cobus is saying hi to everybody. And I think I caught everything. Sent a photo. Hey Trip, how you doing? Glad to see you could make it. Um, and everybody else that's in here. If anybody else new came in. Hey Martin just came in. How you doing, Martin? So it should be a really really good time. Like I said, I've actually got the thing. Let me see if I still got it. Did I show it to you guys? I showed it to you guys already. The outfit, but as it turned out, the top, and I don't know what the bottom diaper is going to be like. And the top's actually kind of awesome. My mother-in-law made it. It looks pretty good, and it's semi comfortable. Them making something for a big-bodied person or a fat person, me, and she did a great job. But it's like a lavender. It's like a purple. So, my wife likes it. She gave me the handsome man thing when I put it on. So, love that handsome man statement. Makes you feel good. Uh, Everybody's saying hello. So hopefully everything's going to go smooth. I don't see any reason not. She'll feel a lot better when the yards. They did a lot of cleanup yesterday. A lot between the builder and then we actually had the guys that the brother that built the wall and his crew. I think they has 4. They actually helped cleaning up the yard, and then they also tiled the Buddhist area outside the steps, the raised platform. They finished that yesterday, and he did. And then they were doing some touch-up paint, black on the steel for the fence, and just making everything look pretty. I guess my wife made a bunch of flowered pot deals, and she's having fun. She loves that kind of crap anyway. I know you did. I haven't looked at it yet, Joe. I did see that though. Okay, and I don't think I I don't think I missed anything. Let's see. Um, okay, so everybody's just talking to each other. Okay. So, what else do we have to get? So we got the booze. Oh, we met the monk. Right next to our property is the one that I'd actually like to buy. Don't know what's going to happen with that. First off, I have the money, so we'll see what happens with that. And we have to find out if the person even wants to sell. But next to them is a half of our property, and it's owned by a monk. He just raised the land, brought a bunch of dirt in, and he came over actually yesterday, and he wanted to buy the pole, that our temporary electric pole that I think we paid 6,000 baht for or whatever. But my mother-in-law wants more of a place to grow her vegetables. So when he was there, I had my wife ask him if I give him the pole, can my can my mother-in-law grow vegetables there, because that's what he's going to do, and we'll give you half of them out. We don't care. And he said, of course, yes, yes. So I'm going to give him that electric pole, and my mother-in-law will be, I don't even know if she knows yet. I don't know if my wife told her or not, but I mean, she's growing stuff here on this property. Every inch of dirt that we have, she's got something, some kind of Thai spice or peppers or something growing out of the ground. So she will grow in the yard, but it's just kind of limited. I thought there was going to be maybe more area, but the backyard, there's going to be like this much room, of green area. There'll be a little bit. But my wife's got a bunch of roses and pots and stuff like that. So she'll put those all over the place. Hey, Dowlow, how are you? Hey, Bob, how are you? And anybody else that came in that I missed. But it it's gonna look nice. She already moved over some of the roses. After I get done here, I'm gonna load up the kids and head over to the house, and they've got stuff they're gonna do, and I think they have more stuff they want to move. I did. We stopped at Taiwazadu, or my wife did on the way home. Checked on that tank, which I told you they had sold out. They had a special on them. They were really cheap. I think they were like 2,500 baht or something. It was really reasonable. Maybe they'll get some more. I don't know. I'll check into it afterwards. I think I have enough water for the party. But we had to buy the aluminum, what I call aluminum flex duct, that's going to go from the hood out. And the brother that's doing the cabinet is actually going to hang the hood and run that and make the cut in the building and all that kind of stuff. But it was just going to go up and go out. And he said it's in underneath the Thai kitchen, and he doesn't like that idea, which I don't either. But my wife said, it'll be okay. Well, he said, no, it's not. So he's going to route it up to the ceiling and over and out next, past, above the roof, or next to it. And she bought the little can that goes in the wall with the backdraft damper. So they'll do that today. He finished up most all of the wood skeleton or whatever of the cabinets, and made sure everything was all perfect and sanded and all that kind of crap. And now he'll put the door and the hardware, and the doors are that burl wood deal. It should look good. I'll probably do a short on it from over there, maybe today, if he gets them if he gets them hung. They look good. They're on the ground in the living room, so they look good. I'm just kind of curious up against that gray wood, what it's going to look like. I think it's going to look okay. I got to add. I added a couple of plugs, which are going to take care of. I know some people had asked about that, so that's taken care of. So it looks good. The kitchen looks good. Everything looks good. I was kind of hoping that, I thought we were going to move in before the party, or get everything moved. But my wife doesn't want to do that. She wants to have room. We are going to set some tables and stuff in the driveway, I think, underneath the shade for older people like me, that want, and fans. I think we're going to have fans there. In fact, I know we are. And then we're going to run. We'll probably run the air conditioners in the house. I have to have the morning of the 7th. I think they're coming over to hang. I already have all the drapes, all the hardware's there and up, and they're going to hang them on the 7th. So all the drapes will be up. Everything will be clean, of course. Same thing that Joe, I think, had talked of originally, was he wanted to make sure that the house was completely clean before they hung any of the drapes, and I'm in total agreement with that, and that's what I told him. So it will be, and they'll be hung for the party. Excuse me. Thanks, guys. Coffee's good this morning. Who's going? I'm going to let Cobus. I'm going to let everybody figure that out on the day. There's about, I'm going to say about eight people, 8 YouTubers, or people that are associated with the channel or whatever. So in case they don't want people to know or whatever, a lot of people don't. I don't care. I mean, people are going to know exactly where I am on the 8th. So it doesn't, but it does bother some people. So I'll leave that. You're going to have to tune in to either a video or a live stream. And I still haven't determined whether to do the live stream or not. Yeah, it will be. I wish there was more that were coming. it is going to be an awesome time, and it's going to be, everybody's excited, including me, to move into the house. I mean, it's just nice. Everything's new, nothing's broken, everything works properly. It just it's going to be nice and clean and everything. And this time, instead of I've got a bunch of stuff in downstairs under the stairs type thing, and clutter as far as I'm concerned. And what we decided to do now that we have my mother-in-law and father-in-law to moved in with us, are going to move in with us. Their whole place over there, which is one of the Thai style bedrooms upstairs and kitchen and roll up closed gated, door, like storefront type thing. So we can put a lot of the stuff that we want to store, we don't want to get rid of, or we want to give away eventually, like some of the air conditioners in here. I've got 4 or 5 air conditioners here, so we're not going to use any of them. We bought all new for the house. We have given one to one of the brothers that doesn't have an air conditioner in Ubon, but we'll have 3 or 4 of them, so we'll have them probably to give away to family, I would think. Hey, Jim, I guess somebody said yesterday or day before yesterday, I blocked you. I went in after the stream, and you weren't blocked, so I don't know if you were still here or not. Thank God I didn't. It was just I was having a hard time doing that. I don't know why. YouTube thing, I guess. Hey, David, how you doing? Um, so yeah, so it should be a good time. Like I said, if you saw the party video of my wife's New Year's party, same tables, same setup, pretty much the same food, a little bit more. We're getting a little bit one step up, but same music, same guy putting all that on, same servers. Same. It's everything is pretty much the same. Because my wife, like I said, I think in the last one, she put together that whole deal with her boss. Her and her boss got the guy, so she already had all the ins for all the people that we really needed for the wedding or house blessing. So it should be a really good time. But like I said, hey Waza, how you doing? I still haven't figured out whether I'm going to do a live stream or not. I'd like to, but I just don't know. I guess I could shut down the chat, but that wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be able to see all the ribbing of me in my outfit. So that wouldn't be as fun to watching it back. But I guess I'll decide that. We'll know if I end up doing it. But what else? So yeah, like the brothers coming to clear and level the land. I don't know when. I guess they're going to come in. They'll come in Friday and set up all the tables and stuff. I'm imagining. Excuse me. My wife's pretty much in charge of all that stuff. Excuse me. Um, if like I said, if I miss something, guys, just put it back up. Put question and Joe's room. That must have been when I was talking about under the stairs, right? Actually, Tom said I should set up my little area under there. I have enough room, but I think I'm going to use the upstairs. My wife's going to put a little indoor Buddhist area there, and I've got plenty of room on the second level between the 2 bedrooms to actually enclose a place if I want to, or I can just put the green screen up behind me and the desks against the wall. So I think I'm going to do that. The only bummer with that is I got to go up and down those stairs, and it kills me with my knees. But probably good for me, I guess. A little pain never hurt anybody. Uh, what else? I think with the house, I think that's pretty much it. We cleaned up everything, washed down the driveway, washed down where the Thai kitchen's going to be. Although my wife did say she wants to do the Thai kitchen before I start on the plunge pool, because it was going to be plunge pool and then pond but she said my mom's going to want to cook immediately, so I think we'll start on that. And I don't think it's going to take that long, and it's not going to take that much dough either. I don't think. It's just going to be a sink. She wants a real Thai kitchen, a real tiled counter, inset stainless steel or something, sink, shelves, under counter stuff. There'll be 2 refrigerators. There'll be the oven and the cooktop on the oven, the 3 burners, and then the 2 burners that I used in my kitchen downstairs. So they'll have plenty of that. She'll have 5 burners to cook on. Then we'll get her some racks and stuff like that. So it'll be a decent a decent kitchen. I want them to have whatever they want. Want them to be happy. Um, but yeah, so I guess we'll probably start working on that immediately. I haven't really taken much. We put in a little 3-stage filter after the city water, what I call the city water, and that seems to work okay. The shower, I was in the high tech shower a couple of times now. In fact, I'll go over this morning and take a shower there. My wife's already brought over clothes and all that for me. So it's pretty cool. You got the music, you got lights, you got massage, you got rainfall. It's pretty cool. It's probably one of the better showers that I've had here in Thailand. So it wasn't that hard to figure out how to work it. So I know somebody had asked that. Dave, let's see. Dave, how far is your house from the main city center? I don't know what everybody considers the main city center was. If you if you find the Big C in Surin, it's about maybe 5, 8 minutes from there to my house. I'm going to say from what I consider the main city center is where my wife is. Hey, Joe, thank you. I will tell her Joe's the best, man. Thanks for the super chat. Uh, it's and from the house to hers is maybe a little over 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. So she's happy with that. That's why she bought that piece of property. And if you know where the new government center is, Waza, I'm 5 minutes from the new government center. It's awesomely close. So let's see. People talking about the weather, which is always cool. Hey James, how you doing? Uh, James Shannon. Um, if I missed something again, like I said, guys, but it's house within minutes from the center. Yeah, it's real close. It's not far. That's the main reason. There was two. Yeah, it is. It is, Randy, for sure. Uh, one of the reasons she got it was because she wanted to be close to her work. The other reason was she wanted to be close because I wanted to go out on the outskirts of town to maybe get. If I was going to build, I would have rather have built on maybe at least one rye, but maybe two. But she didn't want to be that far away from the hospital because of me. She always thinks about me. So, she wanted to stay close to the hospital, whether she had to drive or somebody had to come or an ambulance or whatever the case may be. But so that's the main reason. And now that we're on the property, would it be nice to have the piece next door? Yeah, it sure would. But is it necessary? No. It'll be nice once the pool's up and you can get in and out of the pool, and once that little the what I'm calling the Tony Bad Badger Tiki inspired area out there. It's going to be about 3 by. I got to measure it again, actually, for somebody for Black Sheep. Uh, I think it's 6.5, maybe 3 by 6.5. But that'll be nice. That'll have a table, maybe a little bar, and definitely the barbecue. And like I said, I'd like to get a wood burning pizza oven. Would be nice. Um, let's see. Awesome, Dave. I'll be in the next Providence eventually. Okay. Planning for the move. Come retirement. Good. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, it's not far from me at all. A lot of stuff is close. I mean, even Korat, even though it's huge, it took me, I think, when we went there we've been there twice now, and I think it's 3 hours to where we went. And that was when my wife had to get the Thai equivalent of the birth certificate. And let's see anything else. But that's about it on the house. I think it's ready to go. I did say, like I said, I asked my wife to get some extra chairs and stuff for inside the house, and we'll run the air conditioner in there just for the heck of it. And it looks good. The house looks great. It really turned out well. The brother that built the place was there yesterday. He's pretty much done, and he's making sure, which I'm happy about, that his guys are there getting the little finishing stuff. Like, I didn't like the way they mounted some of the shower stuff. They remounted all that. The plugs, some outside electrical plugs, electrical stuff like that. He was there, and then, like I said, he's going to take care of the cleanup on the outside, the property on either side of us, and the property across the street, which we did a lot of it. My father-in-law was out there at 75 years old picking up pieces of concrete and throwing them in a wheelbarrow. And I told my wife, "Can't you make them stop?" She said, "No, it won't happen." I said, "Okay." But yeah, it looks good. They painted. You saw the little short that I put out. They're painting the fence. It still needs quite a bit of painting, but my wife wants to get the side that I showed, which you basically see when you come up, done, and the front. And then some of the inside is done, some of it isn't, but it's definitely ready to to move in and to have the party. I'm sure that it could look. It's going to look a lot better. We still haven't ordered the stuff to go on the outside Buddhist area, the little, I call it spirit house. I don't know if I'm calling it right, but we still have to get that. I don't know what color my wife's going to pick. I don't have a clue. I like the white with the gold, but I think she likes silver. I don't know. So it's going to be whatever she wants. It doesn't matter to me. I just know which one I liked. Any questions on anything? Otherwise, I will invite anybody that wants to come in. I'll put up the link. There it is. I think. Yes. James, hello. Blessing you. Thank you, James. Augusta. Golfing or no? I haven't golfed since I moved to 20 years, maybe a little bit more since I moved up from Southern California to Central California, up above Bass Lake. But I used to enjoy it. I used to have fun. We're talking about pizza. They have fairly decent pizza here, but most of it. I don't know. I like my pizza. Although when I watched the video that Chuck had put out recently, saying that he liked it better than his, I looked at that pizza. It looked pretty good, and it was wood fired too. It probably was better than mine too. But I would like to get the wood burning pizza oven. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, a couple people here. Mr. Mitch. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm thinking about
and who
pizza.
else? Al is here too. How you doing, Al?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hey, Mitch.
How you doing?
Yeah, you said that pizza was excellent, right? Because you were there in that video, right? You were with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you said that pizza was excellent, right? Because you were there in that video. Somebody's got their phone on or something. Good stuff.
Yeah, really good.
Who's got their? You got your YouTube on, Al, or something?
I had mine. I just cut it.
Oh, whoops, that might be me echoing. I turned the volume down, but it doesn't want to go all the way down.
I see. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it's coming along, man. It does look. I'm happy. It's been a year, but I'm definitely happy. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hi, Tip.
Somebody's still got something on. I know it's not me.
Not me.
It's got to be you, Al. Something's on. Maybe you got a window open or something on a computer.
Yeah, I'm watching both my iPad and my phone, so I can see chat and have a picture.
There you
go. Yeah, just mute one of them. No big deal.
Yeah, it seems like it is now. I don't hear it now.
Yeah.
Roll Tide, he says.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Hey, John.
Yeah, John. It is like I said. Was I cranky and anxious the last 2 months or 3 months? Yeah. Am I happy with the way everything went? Yeah. Is it a little long? Yeah. But I am happy. I'm no one wants to leave. We go over there in the morning and we're there until 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then come back here, sleep. The kids and my wife and everybody's taking showers over there for the last 3, 4 days. In fact, before we left last night, my wife took a shower before we left to come back to the rental house. So, and that's they all want to take showers in the space age shower capsule. So the kids are in there. They love it because they can play their music and have a good time. So once I get moved in there, then I'll stop that, because I'll be a Bogart. I don't want anybody in the bathroom. You know what? They don't have any. It's really weird, and I got to get my wife semi on tune with me. But I'm from America. I don't do wet floors in the bathroom. I don't go to the bathroom with my feet in wet floors. I don't walk around on wet floors, and it doesn't bother Thai people. It's like perfectly acceptable. So when I step out of the shower, I want to step onto a dry mat, towel off, and then go over to the sink and brush my teeth and shave, do whatever I got to do. So it's but it's totally out of their realm. They don't understand it at all. Hey, dirty old man, how are you?
When I was
Thank you for that, Chris.
living in China, it was a squat and go for the bathroom, and I was there for like 2 months. It was a squat and go for the bathroom with the shower built in over it.
No, that would never happen with me. I can't.
I prefer a squat and go. I like to do what I have to do and get up and have my shorts all freaking wet and just that clammy feeling. Good. It's just so nice.
I told you. They put one in the property next to my house. They built a tin shed around it. And it was one of the first time that I had an upset stomach. I got caught over at the house before anything was even close to being done. And my wife was there, thank God. And she went over there with me because you had to walk through a field to get there. And if she wasn't there, I would have went in my pants. I would have never got it down in time, would have never been able to squat, would have never been able to get back up and put my pants on. And God bless my wife. Are we talking about going to the bathroom? Are we really talking about that? Or am I imagining
I learned a good secret for that, though, is ended up getting an old plastic milk crate and cutting out a good chunk of the bottom, and that way I was actually able to sit down.
It's not a bad idea. It's natural. Yeah, she's beside herself. She's got a headache, had a headache last night, and everybody's hitting her up. And it makes it tougher on her that I don't speak Thai or understand Thai, at least, or something, because every time somebody comes around, tell them to do this and tell them to do that, and can you have them do this? And the poor woman is, getting hit from, when are we bringing the tables? When are we doing this? And the guy coming, 50 different ways. She's amazing. So I told her, she even says the same thing as me. Like I told everybody here, we've been together for 2.5 years, and we've had maybe 10 fights, 8 of which have been about the house. So, she's like, imagine we're not going to even fight once we get this house done. I said, yeah, no shit, right? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, and Chris you did a marathon twice with Mike's from Live My Ass Off. What, 7 hours each for New Year's, I think.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody caught that. Yeah, I went on for, I don't know, an hour, Chris, or hour, maybe an hour. I think I was on. It was cool. I really liked, obviously, both of them. And they're doing. You can put up your what's the channel? What's his channel? BKK. He has an internet radio channel. BKK something or other, right? Mitchell probably
FM.
put it up.
BKK FM.
I still don't know how to get to it, Chris. You're gonna have to tell me how to turn it on. Like all you do is click a freaking button, Dave. You moron. But it's
okay.
Yeah, Chris is a good guy. Well, they have fun. I used to really enjoy Mike's. I don't know if anybody watched him before. That's Live My Ass Off. He used to do him. His now wife Gracie was in the Philippines, stuck, they went almost a year without seeing each other. That's when I actually met Mike in person. We went to Chumpan together. We had the Asia Air Pass and flew there. We were only together one day. He went his way, I went mine, and he did his thing. But when she was gone, he did live streams like 4 or 5 times a week, and they'd be 2 or 3 hours. And he's just a joy to talk to, always upbeat, always positive things, never any negativity, the way that it should be here, and it will be here from here on out. But I used to enjoy it. And Chris was one of the original ones. Joe was one of the original people. And it was a bunch of fun. So I did jump in on 14 hours total. Yeah, BKK FM. Yeah, Joe's been around forever. What did he call it? God, my mind's going blank. The big kids table. What did he call it? You guys?
Yeah,
know
the big kids table.
Something like that. It's always about the fun. Yeah, you bet. And Chris is going to be here soon. I think in January or February. I won't give any exact dates or anything because I don't know. But it was fun to watch. They got to have some fun. And when Mike's was doing it, it was like, how many people, Chris, were usually at most of those, Joe? 10 at the most, sometimes 8, sometimes 5. It was just fun to watch. It was just fun to watch. Then put up BKK. Here you go. Okay, cool. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I mean he deserves it. They're hardworking. I think Chris is associated to that channel also somehow, or will be, or might be. If I'm wrong, Chris, let me know. But let's see. It was just fun. Yeah, it was, Joe. It was real, like a bunch of guys just kind of like this, just sitting around bullshitting. Of course, Mike's didn't do the the having people on, but he would talk to everybody like they were sitting right next to him. That's what I enjoyed, I think, the most about it. It was just a bunch of fun. But I got to figure out how to use that BKK. Yes, I think so, John. I think that's the way we're going to do things. That's where we're going to hang now. Definitely. Although the rest of the stuff is
what's up?
Useless.
No.
Let's see. What else?
Not mine.
Did I miss
My
any
phone
questions?
And my iPad are both in the.
Good answer.
Good?
Good answer.
It's okay
Chris.
on this? We're adult channel, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing there making music. That's just the TV.
Well, the only one that has any cussing
Pretty
deal,
sure.
the cussing jar
would
be
there's an alarm.
Made it to 9 a.m. Fucking am good.
What's that?
I said I made it to 9 a.m. before I started swilling.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pace myself on the wedding day because there's going to be people there that are going to want to, cheers salute a beer or something to me. So I'm going to have to watch my deal. I had muted you for a minute, Al. I didn't know if you were on. So hold on. Let me unmute you. There you go. So
crisis averted.
Okay.
There was an alarm clock going off on one of Mom's devices.
I see. So I'm going to have to kind of pace myself. I'll have to pace myself. But there's going to be, I got only Leo. I think that was the right choice. And then what's the name of their whiskey? Hong San, I don't know, whatever their whiskey is, the bottle of whiskey.
Hung Low. Sing song.
Yeah, got that. And then they'd like to drink that. The Thai people like to drink that with
antifreeze.
They like to drink that with soda, right? Regular soda water. So we got soda water. I think we got strawberry soda because my mother-in-law likes soda and water. What's that?
Reality TV, right? Someone commented on reality TV. Don't believe everything you see on YouTube.
Yeah.
No. Really? God, and I thought it was just the opposite.
Shit can be completely fucking fabricated.
You can. Did you hear that? That was a cuss word, Mark. How much money's in the
What?
cuss
Which
jar?
one? I said
You said the F word.
fabricate. I said
No,
fabricate. I almost said
I don't know. I'd leave that up to Mark.
Okay,
Mark's
let me rewind it. We'll
Mark.
rewind it.
Mark's
You're
the
just so
guru.
used to me saying that word.
Hey, Bodo, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Yeah, so it's going to be. So I'm just going to need to pace myself because I'm going to want to do that, and there's going to be plenty of food there, so I'll have plenty of stuff in my stomach to soak up if I have an extra
Tip gets
beer
it.
or something. Um, I live in pate of the air pollution.
More
Yeah, what's
live
going on?
stream.
What's going on in what happened
Everybody say
in
hi
tree?
to George.
Hey,
Hi,
George.
George.
What happened in Tree Town?
Oops, that way. There's
Somebody got
There's George.
wasted, shot, stabbed,
I guess
killed.
there was an altercation and a gentleman died. I think it was a Thai man in his late 40s, early 50s. I just breezed through the.
Wow, I didn't. I just saw it. I didn't read anything about it. That's too bad. That's going to put a damper on things, I would imagine, in Tree Town, right? Slow things down. I don't know. How's
Take
it
care,
going
Gator.
there? How's it going around there? Hey, Gator, take it easy.
Yeah,
How's the
it's
busy?
going fine, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's busy. But with all the the variants or whatever you call them,
I don't
you read
know.
the news. It's hard not to get affected by it.
Well, the only thing that, like I said, I've known two
I'm
people
leaving
that
town
have.
early. I'm leaving town.
Oh,
I'm headed your way. This
cool.
afternoon, we're leaving. I'm at my other place right now because it's closer to where my friend is coming to pick me up with her car, right? So we're going to drive to Rayong. I got some condo stuff I got to take care of there because my tenant went back to Canada, and I haven't been over there to take care of the stuff. And so I'm going to do that, and then I'm heading up to see you. So I'll see you tomorrow late.
Okay, cool. Works for me.
Yeah.
Whiskey hung. Oh, okay. Jam's got it. There it is. There. Hong Kong. Did I say that? Hong Kong? Yeah, that's one that I guess they prefer. And my wife said there's going to be a couple. The big man that I think I had mentioned a couple of times, the person there that works on my computer, John.
John,
Joe's got you nailed. Yeah,
I created a monster, but it's been a lot of fun. John and Jim.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Someday you guys will meet John and Jim. June, more June. It's more June, but sounds like John. But June. Yeah. They're both very nice ladies. Sense of humor, which is awesome.
Well, it's I don't know. Like I said, I know two people now. I didn't really know a bunch of people that have gotten the virus. My cousin's best friend and my brother both had I don't know how to pronounce it, the new one, and said it was like having a cold. 3 days gone, and nothing. Felt a little scratchy throat, and that was it. A little bit of a fever, I guess.
I know 5 people in quarantine in Pattaya because tested positive at a venue or whatever.
Now, what are they making? Where did they haul them to? Because I know there were people
They're
talking
staying
about.
They're staying near where you stayed when you came down for that week, like a stone's throw away from that.
So they're actually going to a hotel, and I heard they make you pay for
no
it.
balconies.
Right?
Yeah, they make you pay for it. There's no balconies. You can't get outside stuff. You can only have someone between 9 and noon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can have certain things dropped off, but you can't even get Coca-Cola dropped off. This is how shitty it is. You get 2 bottles of water a day. Some of the rooms have refrigerators, some of them don't.
I think you could look at it that it's shitty, or you could look at it as it's a plus or to me anyway, because first of all, you could have went to a hospital and been locked down, or you could have been in a field hospital here in Thailand. And if they're putting you up in a hotel, granted it doesn't have anything, but you tested positive. So I don't care where you are in the world, you tested positive. So if they're at least making
you can't trust people to lock down themselves. You can't self-quarantine. They just won't do it.
No.
So I understand it completely.
Now, do you know if it's expensive, or is it the normal within reason, or are they charging you 10,000 baht a day? What are they
No,
making you pay, or do you
for the
know?
ties, it's free. For the ties, it's free,
O-
completely free.
Okay, good.
But
All
for
right.
the farangs, it's the one gentleman is paying, I think he said 8,500 baht for the 14 days. So that's basically what I paid for the
Yeah, that's
Phuket
not.
sandbox for my room.
Yeah,
Eighty
that's
five
not.
hundred
That's not
baht.
You
bad.
That's
know,
not
it's
bad.
just
No.
inconvenient. But he's like, hey, you know, he's like, I'm saving money by not drinking.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. It's inconvenient, but you caught COVID. You can
Yeah,
spread it. So if they want to keep that from down, they can't just say. I mean, if they told me, okay, you've got COVID, you need to stay home for 14 days, I'd just stay home.
yeah,
But like you said, you can't trust
I'll go,
people
yeah,
to do it. You know. But I'm glad to hear that.
yeah. They
I'm
just
glad to
don't
hear
want.
that they're not just because I
No, they're
heard
doing it.
on a couple other people, a couple other channels talking about how if you get if you test positive, they'll haul you away and they'll lock you in a hospital and they'll put you here and there and and I didn't think that was
There's a
right.
lot of
So
exaggeration there. A lot of
yeah, yeah.
exaggeration.
Well, I'm
The
glad
part
to
that
hear
I
that
really
because
couldn't
that's what the
stand
main
is
thing.
there's no balcony. You know, no balcony. You can't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
outside and get air.
And that makes
Holy
it tough.
shit!
Like I said, the way that I've put it every
I'd be
time that I've said that I
forfeiting
can
my damage
remember
deposit.
is that it was the two ways. If you're coming here just for vacation and you want to go to Phuket now, you don't have the 1 day deal, and you want to take the chance that you could test positive, or you could have been sitting next to somebody in a plane, or you could have been coulda, woulda, shoulda, then that's up to you. Would I suggest that? Probably not. I would take the chance because you can, especially if you've never been to Thailand and you want to see Phuket, you could spend 14 days in Phuket and on a nice vacation and still not see every place in Phuket. But my 100% on if you're
Yeah,
planning to
prime
retire here,
example right here.
yeah, Mitch,
You're
yeah.
the one that
If
convinced
you're
me to do Phuket, to do the sandbox.
yeah, yeah, and if you're here coming here to retire, you know, uh, I think it's a no-brainer because even if you do come here and you test, then you do the 14 days or 7 days or whatever you got to do, and then you're out and around the country. People I'm hearing because I didn't get to watch Nick Dean the other day and stuff because I guess his one
I came
prediction
in
didn't
late.
come true, which I guess his one prediction didn't come true, so that's good. He was predicting a lockdown 3 days ago or 4 days ago. So, but I'm hearing already that they're talking about maybe bringing back the 1 day test thing. What do they call that? What did they call that deal? My mind went blank. Anyway, they're coming
Test
in,
and go.
test and go. That's it. So, I'm hearing that they might bring that back in another week or two. So I think they're on the right track. You go anywhere in the world and you get COVID, you need to quarantine. I mean, that's not
Yeah,
like you're asking somebody to do something that is going against every person in the world on what they're doing. You got COVID,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's sad. Too bad. You're unlucky. What to tell you. But with the new variant, everything that I'm hearing is like, it's not even like getting a bad flu. It's less than
Yeah,
getting the
yeah.
flu. So
Hmm.
I don't know if they treat it that way and they do it like Joe just said. 8,500 baht is $250 for your quarantine. I don't see anything devastating about that. It might ruin your vacation if you came here for a vacation, but you should know that before you got here, that there is a possibility that someone on the plane could have tested. These things will happen. Hopefully they don't. I think they don't happen very often. What was that?
Joe's asking me what this stands for. The middle letter is a swear word. For sake. Sake.
Yeah, it's a good shirt. Why do we need
I
For
agree, Waza.
fornicating
know,
sakes.
high vaccination rates? We are all going to catch it at some
Swear jar
point.
at the ready.
They just because they can't do it. Could you imagine if the government just said all the government said, okay, we're not going to do anything, just let everybody run amok.
The backpackers can't
If
afford
something did
Oh,
happen,
that's good.
then they would be hung. They would get hung. So I don't think that's even a I mean, I wish that it was that you were able to do that, but I just don't see it. I think they should let things go on. First, they shouldn't
And
make,
that's true
especially
as
in the
well,
United
Chris. That's true
States.
as well.
Um,
That's true as well.
the
Yeah, yeah.
the they in the United States, like with the two people, my brother included, they tested positive for it. Drink a lot of fluids, go home. If you can't breathe, come in. then we're not overloading the hospitals. So if they get on that type of thing, or here in Thailand, you tested, you've got to go to a hotel and spend the queue, whatever that may be. So it's a little different. But in the United States, they don't mandatorily make you doing anything. They're telling you to go home, self quarantine, take it easy, let it pass, and do it. That's fine. I don't think they'll do that here in Thailand. I don't think so. What did Chris say? I know that you commented on that. There's still a lot of variables, even if they are fully vaxxed. Very elderly people. Yeah, it. I don't know. There's people that are. I got my friend, I think, in Udon. He stopped feeling good, and I know Tom didn't. He got the Pfizer booster. He only got his 2 Pfizers a week before me, and he's going back for a booster. And I think it's his wife saying, "We're going to get you as many shots as possible," because I'm hearing Thai people are getting 6 shots or something. I don't know.
I had over 20 shots the other day at the A7.
Yeah, there you go. The situation and plan for
Don't worry, Andy. Whatever they decide today, they'll change their minds a half hour later.
Yeah, but the way that everything that I hear the government in Thailand doing now is telling me that they're going to keep things going forward. Unless all of a sudden this new variant or whatever is killing 800,000 people a day, and the hospitals, we don't have any more breathing machines, something like that. But I just don't see it. And everybody that I've heard, and you got to check all this crap because this is all hearsay to me, that the variants as they go, they're getting less and less deadly. So if that's the case, it's the freaking flu. Like I've said before, if you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, just plan on not traveling. And I think it's going to get down to where they're doing in Thailand. They're going to do all over the world if they want to really put it. You're not going to be able to go sit in a restaurant unless you show something, or take a taxi down the street, or leave your freaking house. Now, do I think it will get maybe that drastic?
Like
no.
that here
With the travel, you're going to have to. You're going to have to push the wrong button. Sorry. You're going to have to get vaccinated to travel, and I want to travel, so it didn't really matter to me. Marking, I like the numbers.
What's he licking the screen? I've seen him do that on YouTube.
I like to see the numbers. Yeah, me too. How many are tested the jab or fully vaccinated? No. That tested positive, unvaccinated tested positive. Yeah, it would be. I just really like to see what the numbers are of the people that have the flu. Has anybody gotten the flu since this started 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago? Has anybody gotten the flu? I don't think so. A bunch of people have died of COVID. A bunch of people have gotten COVID, but I don't think anybody's gotten the flu. I don't think anybody's died of natural causes in 2 years either in the world. Well, she was 109, but she got COVID. Yeah, that killed her. She couldn't breathe and had cancer and everything else, or he. I'm being facetious.
Stand to dance. Yeah, okay, I get it now. I'm slow.
We're all focusing.
Maybe I should be drinking beer to free up some brain cells, get them moving.
Yeah, exactly, Waza. That's it, and if the Thai government is looking at it right now, and I don't know, this is all hearsay of what Mitch heard, what we're hearing now, is if you catch it, we're putting you in there, and then I'm imagining if you have any complications while you're in the queue, then they're going to take you to the hospital, and if you have to, they'll put you on a respirator. But if they're going to treat it that way, I'm going to say, I'm just guessing 95% of the new variant, they're not going to have any problem with. They're going to recover from it and walk out of their queue. Maybe I'd give more than that. I'd be surprised if 1% ends up going to the hospital. And that's going to be the people that are 90 years old and have underlying conditions. They used to tell you there how many people in underlying conditions. They don't say that crap anymore that I know of. And they don't tell you the media, how do you say that? The age, they just say 60, which, like I said before, means half the people were 90, so.
I'll tell you something in the after chat that I can't share publicly about ICU and bed counts and stuff of a large hospital here.
Okay, cool.
From someone that works there.
It's already like that here in Canada. This is from Al. He's watching me read it. Dave, can't go to a restaurant unless you've been vaccinated, and they're pretty much mandatory. It has to be vaccinated. Yeah, and I think that's the way that they're starting to be in
That's a good
Bangkok.
one, Joe.
Is it that way in Pattaya? Do you have to be vaccinated to go in a restaurant? I know you have to be vaccinated to go in a bar. I'm pushing this towards you, Mitch. A question. You have to
Oh,
be vac. You have to be tested to go in the bar, right?
yeah,
In the
that's what
bars
the
now.
announcement
Yeah.
was. Within 70, same things Dirty Old Man just said about the 72 hours. They're saying have a PCR test within 72 hours of going out, or as Nick was doing, offering up tests right here. Here you go. Let's go. And
Is he giving them out free or is he charging for them?
I don't recall what it was, but it's like $100, so it's like who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
I've got a stack of them here. I went to various pharmacies because I didn't want to clean them out. I test twice a day because I'm traveling. I'm going to your wedding and house ceremony, house blessing, so
Right.
I don't want to be a risk to anybody up there. Yeah, I had food poisoning for damn near 3 days. I was laid up, and my first day out, I went to lunch with Mark, and K Mac was there. Martin's Thai Life was there. I started slow. I had a little bit of rice, had a soda, Coke, Yeah, okay, I'll go to the A7. Yeah, I'll have a beer. 3:00 in the morning, I'm crawling out of a Bolt cab. I lost count at 20.
What did Chris say?
I'll have to ask Nick to check security cameras.
He said those numbers are available. Of course, more people that are vaccinated are going to test positive. 75 to 80% of the people are vaccinated. No one is hiding this fact. I don't know whether they're. Well, let's see what else Chris said. Getting vaccinated doesn't prevent you from getting but that's the whole deal right there. Reduces the chance that you will end up in the hospital, and that's what they're trying to get away from, because, like I said, I think as more and more of this gets together,
cool.
It will. Okay,
He'll be back.
It will. They're afraid of overloading the hospitals. I don't think they're so much afraid of the new variant killing a large number of people. People are going to die because of their age, their underlying conditions, and stuff like that. But it's sad, of course. But see what Black Sheep says. Like in Sydney, they had to shut down testing centers because too many people were waiting for their results. Backlog. Yeah, I feel for the Australian people. You go into any hospital for anything, and they will say they have COVID. They had a doctor, and I think doctor here in Arizona interview said that no matter what you go in for, they will count you, and I believe that too. And it has something, Mark, to do with money. They get money for treating COVID cases, is my understanding. Again, check everything, because we're all just sitting here rambling and talking to each other like we're sitting at a bar. Let's see, note the requirement of the business, not the customer. What is this one? What does Andy say? 25,000 cases in Sydney, 14,000 there, no lockdowns, a few restrictions, low hospitalization. Don't get me started. Yeah. And it isn't. Just as long as they treat it for what it is, as far as I'm concerned. And like I said, of course, if you can't breathe or whatever, you got to go to the hospital. But I know, like in the United States, the 2 cases that I know of, they just said, drink lots of fluids and get some bed rest. And that's what they both did, and they were both fine.
I'm just messing around.
4 days later. So 55 on the 31st. And Mark, he's got to be my age. So he's 64 or 65 years old. So.
Yeah. Interesting. Be right. BRB.
Joe's going.
Boys, really boys. If I only had a heart. Oh, one of my favorite tunes. Da, 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 da.
Focus on IC numbers, not positive numbers. Yeah. I think so at this point, Mark. I mean, like I said, some people, I don't know. I mean, I'm really, really glad, and we'll try to do a little bit of checking into it. I'm going to turn my light on.
I need a coat of
I had
paint
it
in
off
here.
this whole time. But
Might
I'm
change the
gonna
color
do a little
bit.
bit of checking. But if that's the case, that if you come and you're out and you test positive or whatever, and you have to go do a queue and it costs you $250, hey, that's part of life. That's the breaks. If you're here on vacation, you took a chance. You took a chance going anywhere. You took a chance leaving your house in whatever home country you were in and going to the grocery market. So you took a
Congratulations,
shot.
Mark.
It
64.
didn't work out. 64.
Really, Sarah Tip? Come on. 54 is young, and you look healthy.
I thought
I met you.
I thought she
You
was
look
I thought she was
healthy.
like 30. I thought she was 32. I seen your picture.
No, I'm,
I think
I'd say
she's trying.
39, maybe
Yeah,
40,
she's trying to make the people she's old.
You're
You look
not old.
good regardless. So
I've seen you up close and like this far away. 2 feet. Actually close because I can't hear, so I always had to lean in.
still young.
Now, dirty old man, we won't go there.
Do you look 106 or no?
105.
Where is he?
Give him
Still in here,
credit.
dirty old man? You're still here, aren't
Yeah,
you?
of course he's here.
Yeah, there he is. There he is. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. What did he say in his last statement? Note that this is a requirement on the business, not the customer. That's for the testing. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they showed it right on the news. Right in Treetown.
I seen part of that. I seen part of that.
John,
I just wasn't.
John 555 showed it too. He was across the street streaming, and he pointed over. Look, they're in you call them monkey suits, but the hazmat suits right there. Test.
It was saying,
test.
I heard through the grapevine somewhere that there was $1,000 fine for live streaming in Treetown.
You said you wouldn't say about that, dirty old man. What was that, Dave? About Treetown?
I said I heard on the grapevine that there's a 1,000 baht fine for live streaming. Is that why John 555 was across the street and not in Treetown?
Could very well be.
I've heard from again.
So many people about live streaming and things like that.
Yeah, I know that they were having. I know that one
could very well be.
Somebody
yeah,
went over
could
there.
Be the youngest.
Yeah. The numbers that I get, most are between 45 and 65 are most of the people. There are some 35 to 40-year-olds and some 65 and above, but that's the major people that are watching.
So when's the actual official separation from the rental to the new house? When are you actually going to be like moved in?
I'm hoping by the 10th that we'll have the party on the 8th. Depending on how we feel on the 9th, we'll see how much stuff we get moved. Like I said, all I've got to do is drive the truck. The guys will load up the truck, and I'll just drive the truck back and forth. So I'm going to say by the 10th, the 11th at the latest, because we're going to have to.
So I assume I can help you with that, or will I get in trouble for that work permit?
Well, you can sit in the truck with me and drive back and forth.
I'll tell you what. I
know Dave will be okay for driving, but I'm not so sure about Mitch.
What was that, Mitch?
11 hours. I already forgot, Dave. It's the alcohol.
That's the alcohol. Sorry for asking this question. You're surely already answered many times. When do you, that was what? Oh, okay, that was the one you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, I'll help hire some help. I'll help hire some help. Some extra.
Yeah, I think we got enough guys. Like I said, I think that crew that did the wall. I think my wife has made made some kind of arrangement with them. I've been pretty good to them. I'm going to give my cousin I already gave him a 150 Yamaha Mio, but I guess it took a crap or something. So I've got my 125 Click. So I'm going to give him the Click as a bonus. And then I've given the guys, food and extra money, and they've helped out. So I think my wife got it fairly cheap. But yeah, I'm hoping to be in there 100%, never to return to this freaking place I'm in now by the 11th is my hopes.
What a feeling. That's really close.
Yeah, it is. It's not far. Dave, I'm a bit further, 11 hours. You're 11 hours from Surin. Where are you at, Douglas? I know you probably told me, but it's that Alzheimer's thing. And also, I've got I was informed by both my father-in-law and my wife that I need to trim my beard. So I'll be doing that today too. Let's see, what is this here? Mark says,
That's an
I'm
interesting,
worried about
interesting
is
one.
the Pope going to Moscow. You have heard predictions about a Pope returning from Moscow. As soon return from Moscow, communists will return to the full force again. I don't know. You lost me. I'm not a political guy. I don't know anything about the. Well, I shouldn't say that. My mom is the most religious person I know on the planet.
Your
She's
Mojo
89.
wants the link. Could you put the link up, please, Dave?
Yeah, I can do that. My
Yeah.
mom's 89, and she still goes to church 7 days a week when she can. And hold on.
So was that Nostradamus or the Pope or the National Enquirer? Who predicted that? I'm
Yeah, I don't
interested
know.
in that one. That's kind of interesting.
There's the link, Joe. So yeah, so I don't know, but my mom's been to has shooken the hand with the Pope and a picture with her with the Pope, and she's Catholic to the hilt. But yeah, those are the three things that try not to get it too much into is politics, religion, that type of stuff. There's too many variants. But what else, Dave? Further, so did Douglas work? No, he didn't, because I look after dirty old man. I missed a question
Awesome.
to Trip. Oh, Cobius, I will try to be younger as I can. Yeah, I don't know. That's awfully young to me, it seems like. I would trade. You can take 65, you can be 65. I'll trade you, Trip. God, if I could be 50 again. Whew. I'd rather be 35 again, but 50 would work.
Yeah. It's all part of the cycle.
Yep.
Just a temporary time on Earth here.
I didn't miss anything, did I?
Oh, a bunch, but that's okay.
I'm trying to go back.
We're just jaw jacking. Joe's going to come on, I hope.
I really got. Yeah, there's no. We didn't get into any geriatrics. What is it? An hour and 13 minutes, and still 23 people. Cool. I think it went almost up to 40 again, which is cool. Thanks, everybody. I really
Take
appreciate
care,
it. Hey,
Robert
Robert.
Mack. My brother, Robert Mack, there. Take care, buddy. I put your link up earlier. Did you see it? I'll do it again.
For the first time, Francis
Pope Francis talking about Guatemala. Now, will it happen? I do not know myself.
I don't know, Mark.
Yeah.
I guess what is going to help out? I don't even know. We were all compost in the end. Yeah, we sure are, Chris.
Well, I hope he has a great trip.
I'm looking at Cambodia.
I don't think they're letting people into Cambodia yet.
Well, I know they did. They opened the borders when I had a friend come visit about 3 weeks ago or a month. It was open, but you had to get a visa and all that kind of crap. But I don't know if they closed it down.
Yeah, sure are, Chris. Yeah,
I don't know.
Compost or ashes, carbon.
Yeah,
pollution.
Mine's going to be ashen. We'll try to keep the bodies out of the ground.
They've got that neat. I don't know about neat, whatever. A unique. Instead of being cremated, they got a biomass thingy. They turn you into soil. It's out of Seattle, based out of Seattle, Washington, USA.
So you could grow a tree.
Yeah.
You
Literally, you bring Grandpa or Mitch, whatever, to this place. They collect you, put you in this bin, throw some certain a recipe of compost items
at you,
and then they rotate you, whatever, and approximately a month to 45 days, you are soil, and you get to go back. They give you back to your family, and you can plant flowers on Grandpa or Mitch.
I never asked my kids, but I have to figure that out.
Oh, my kids have specific instructions. Yeah, and they're all set.
I'm going to let them.
They're like, let's go, Dad. Let's bring it.
I'm going to let them handle everything here in my Thai family. It's going to be burned. They all burn everybody, and that's what I wanted anyway. But I just won't be in the, if
no,
somebody
I don't want to go to Disney World.
No, me neither. Nope, no big burning desire to go there at all.
Brock says freeze dried with nitrogen, then compost. Is that what they do? They break into little bitty pieces, freeze it solid. I don't know. But the idea of getting burned. Now I know that, like they have those Buddhist thing, they have the other ones that they put the dead people in. Because every time I go by my mother-in-law cracks up because I point at the temple and the little whatever they are, shrines of whatever they are, and yell out dead people, and she cracks up. But there, I guess you can get one of those, and you can have them. You can be put on a temple. They put them at their homes. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like their little Buddhist spirit houses, except they're more of a pyramid type. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Burial at sea. Yeah, there you go. But they I had both my wife's brother, who she was, like I said, they were like this. She was devastated when he passed. Way too young, I might add, 56, I think, or something like that.
Here you go,
He
Chris,
was
and
60.
others. Here's the name of that company. It's not cheap yet, but that's okay. Who cares? Use a credit card. You're dead anyway.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey guys, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Joe, how are
Hotel,
you?
California.
I'm very good.
They're bone, some of them. So you're not allowed to do it in the United States. You have to hire a boat. You have to pay for a permit. You have to do all this kind of crap. We dumped right in Ventura Beach at one spot that we used to camp continuously in. My brother-in-law there, and then I went back after I was in Thailand and put my wife's ashes in the same place. We had a little ceremony there.
A lot
You
of
could get in a
people
lot
throw
of
their
trouble, I guess. I never
family
got in
members'
trouble.
ashes off of the ferry boats in Seattle, which is
They
illegal.
let
You
do.
could do it. You
Yeah,
can
I
get
was
a
going to
permit and
say,
everything.
yeah.
You got to get the wind right, otherwise this comes right back onto the boat. But
It's
a lot of people do it and
let's
just pay
get
the fine.
caught.
Yeah, just do it and pay the
Yeah, I
$150
mean,
fine, whatever.
people were telling me, well, what happens if somebody comes up? I said, well, let them come up. I don't give a shit. If it's legal and they want to arrest me, arrest me. If they're
I've
just
held
nosy and they want to
ashes
come over and get
in
in my
numerous places.
business, then they can come over and
Numerous
get in my
places.
business and see what happens to them. But
You
no
bring
one
his
did anything.
frickin' ashes,
Everybody,
you're
we
sterile.
made sure it was during the winter time. There was no people in the water, stuff like that. We were semi courteous about it. We weren't going to go out and dump it while people were swimming, right there or anything. We didn't do. I wasn't that
Yeah.
crude. But,
No, burial
David
at
and Joe are
sea
twins.
be fish food.
We did it for my brother-in-law and my doc.
You can have your ashes compressed into a diamond and set into a ring or necklace. Well, there you
Now
go.
you
Go live, Jam. It will be interesting. Yeah, did you ever figure that out? You didn't hang the last time to come in the little after deal, Jam, but that offer is extended anytime that I'm doing a live stream. You just come in at the end, and like I said, no one has to see anything. You can, if you don't activate your camera when you press the link, you'll come up just like Joe just did. You come up
Yeah,
as
come on
a
out.
little
Yeah,
person.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah. If you want to, you're more than welcome to come on, and of course, I know that we probably put up.
You got 29
channel.
watching, Dave. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. 'Cause we've been in an hour and a half. It got almost up to. It got over 40 again, I think, which is cool. The more the merrier. The people are getting.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't care if you just watch and don't want to comment and all that kind of stuff. I got no problem. We're all here to have fun. And if you don't like to comment while we're
Interesting,
live,
Daniel. Yeah.
put something in the comments after the deal if you want to ask any particular question.
Take care, Mark. We'll see you.
Is Mark leaving? You're supposed to be here in case there's any kind of stuff for the swear
Hitting the
jar.
frog and toad.
Technically illegal in Aussie as well, but my mother, father, brother, and wife are hanging out at the same beach now. Yeah, exactly, Chris. And that's what I did. I mean,
That's cool. Just before daybreak.
That's what.
I
That's
swore
what
there.
that's what she wanted. She wanted to be with her. She wanted to be with her brother, so she got her final wish. So.
We did my brother-in-law off my dock.
Pebble Beach. Your brother off your dock? Ocean or lake? Ocean or lake?
Ocean. I live in a Gulf.
Yeah. My sister.
I did a former friend of mine with chains and cement blocks, and he fed the crabs, and
Yeah, I think it's
Sprays the
Joe's
Guadalupe.
speaker, Brock. I think Joe's speaker is just a little funky. I think it's just, is that your speaker in your phone, Joe, or what?
Yeah, speaker on my phone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just, yeah, no, it's okay. I still carry my wife with me. This right
So,
here, I got.
Mitch,
I don't know if you could see it, but
how much was your
this little
former friend?
medallion here in the middle, there are ashes in that
Yeah.
little medallion.
Oh,
I
cool.
got this
What was that, Joe?
the
What was
day she
that, Joe?
died.
I mean,
I don't think it was
I
Joe. I
got
think it was Al.
No, that was me asking how much your former friend was crying while you were attaching the chains and cinder blocks.
oh, it was. That's what haunts
was-
me. It was just
Yeah, well,
shameful.
The
I mean, like,
screams,
dude, really?
the screams
Come
still,
on.
the
Take it
screams
like a
still
man.
get to him. The screams
Yep,
still
yep.
get to
No,
Mitch at night.
it's like I felt so bad for
I
him.
asked my daughter to
Uh-huh.
dump my ashes
Yeah.
at a particular spot on a favorite
And
wilderness
his
hiking
wife
trail
was there watching
3
too,
hours
and
away. She said,
it
"Yeah,
was
Yeah.
terrible.
sure, I'll do that." Yeah, I mean, I don't know, they're just ashes for Christ's sake. I mean,
So
you
you
could
fix
freak
that,
out some
Mitch?
people.
Duct tape.
Uh-huh.
Duct
Duct
tape.
tape. Yeah, that's true. But being
I
a
like to
former
hear that.
HVAC guy at $15 a roll, man, you can't be wasting that shit.
Yeah, that's right. Plus, wouldn't it, if it's really something you want to do, don't you really want to hear the screams?
You
I mean,
do.
yeah,
That's
I
right. You
would.
do. Echoing. A lake is really good. Echoes.
I think
like
we're a
in the
little on the
Ozarks.
sick
You know what I'm
side.
saying?
It shows that we're all sick.
Hey, you know
We
that
used to
lake we
take
were at
ashes
in
on-
It can come
Tunbury?
in handy
What is
for
this,
some of the
180
beforehand
meters
stuff,
deep
though.
at the deepest point.
180 meters. Wow, that's like Lake
Yeah.
Mead. A lot of bodies at the bottom
Yeah,
of
dude.
Lake Mead because it's so close to
There sure
Vegas.
is.
Yep.
You take ashes up, spread them
It's up
out
to
over the
the
beach. 50 feet. The
SAR.
crew used to
Oh, it's up
come
with the
back with
chopper
little
and
dots
stuff.
all over, and we had to get the chopper a wash. Yeah, you do. It's amazing how much swirls right back
Giving
in.
the chopper a wash. Oh. Okay, Waza, take it easy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess that's it. I caught up. The daughter, I did Chris's deal. Mark, I guess he left.
That's awesome.
And Waza's,
Chris.
We'll have 44.
Yeah, my children
What
have specific instructions, written instructions.
written instructions.
Oh yeah,
Shouldn't
on
have
where to dump my ashes.
Yeah, see, I would be with Brock on that one. It is a shame to lose a good length of.
No, I took them
chain.
from a job site, Brock. No problem.
Let's see. So, what else were we talking about? We haven't gotten into any kind of old men talk, old diseases. Anybody got a
Well,
pancreas out of whack or something? Or
My
anybody gotta
knees
go?
hate
Oh, I've got to
me.
go to the doctor. What's that now?
My knees hate me.
Oh, mine are. That goes without saying.
Yep.
I am still
no, he was
here.
talking about Mark in Thailand. Yeah, Mark.
Oh,
in Thailand.
yeah. Sorry,
So,
Mark. Yeah, I know. I got
hey,
to
we
get
could
used
talk
to
about.
it. I got to.
Here's a big hot one, especially being. Sorry for interrupting, Dave. Holiday season and New Year's is mental illness.
Mental illness.
I mean, anybody watch the NFL? See what happened with that one player? He ripped his jersey off, threw the pads and shit into the crowd, and fucking quit. Right? Just
No, I missed that.
stress factory. Right? But it's common everywhere, and I've run into a lot of people here with serious issues.
Hey, Brock.
Hey, Brock.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
What was that movie? The last.
Oh wow.
The last
Tommy.
Yeah, last Boy Scout.
Boy Scout. The guy comes on the field and shoots.
Yeah, shooting people on the way down and then pops himself in the head.
Yeah, I put Mark's thing up there. I got to get used to saying
it's really
Mark King and Mark
I think
from Thailand.
I think Thailand can, or Pattaya specifically, can kind of
needs something
influence that mental illness that because of different things. There's so many different stressors, even though they're good stressors.
Say good night to Jam.
Good night, Jam.
Night, Jam.
Here's
anyway,
a quick
that's all.
question
I'm
for
just
you.
thinking mental health awareness is a good thing.
Yeah. Which
my sister's is
which country
manic,
has
bipolar,
the
whatever you want to call
highest-
it, whatever the new term is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it is tough. My mom's kind of experiencing a little bit of mind I don't know what you call it. It's not bad or
really?
anything, but she's 89.
Did you
But she
see what Andy
it's really
just wrote
weird.
about that?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
Thai
don't know.
government
It seems
postponed
like
that
she gets
meeting.
better. There was a meeting
It's
today.
good.
They postponed
That's
it
good.
till when? Tomorrow? That could be a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. They can't do anything, can they? They
Yeah,
gotta
reevaluating maybe.
keep
That's
things
good.
on.
See you later,
Good look at the
Jam.
bright side. Dave's always looking at the bright side.
Yeah.
Dave always looking at the bright side.
Yeah. Try to. I try to most of the time. Let's see. So, okay. So good night to Jam. Educational today. And like I said, anything that anybody here can do for you to get things up and running, you let us know, Jim. Everybody would be happy to help. So now, Cobus, you found out by being around the show that one person that's coming to the wedding. Mitch had said that he's coming, so you've got one. You've got the knowledge of one person. The other ones will stay unless they wanted to reveal themselves.
I know.
Have any of you guys been to the Philippines too? And have you? I've taken and liking to Thailand better. I have not been, although I have talked
I
to a
have
bunch of
not.
people that have. But and I'm getting the idea that Thailand is the better choice to retire. But I've also heard there's a lot of nice places in the Philippines. I believe James Chocolate Man in Thailand spent a lot of time in the
I think he
Philippines.
was
If you
Yes, he
over
ever
did.
there for a couple
follow.
years.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
or
a couple
more.
years.
On the bright side. Let's see.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind going over to the Philippines and do a bit of mongering.
No mongering for me, but I definitely want to get over there and see the Philippines. Like I told you, my cousin that passed away from the Lou Gehrig's disease, the guy that I hired was a Filipino and excellent man, stand up. He ended up starting his own company here for caregiving. But he told me, he said there's places there that are outstanding, and there's places there that you don't even want to go near. So he was pretty open about it. But he said
Yeah.
there's a lot of gorgeous places to be. I would like to go, like we're talking about going to Vietnam with Robert Mack, because his wife's Vietnamese. They know the area. Like I had said before, I think in the live streams, it's hard for me. I'm not like Chuck and Paige or Joe and
Don't
Gift or
grab the
anybody.
firearm,
It's
Brock.
the same. And they, you know, uh, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway,
He's got to set up the green screen in support of Richard Travels. He's got to have that big airplane logo in the background.
Yeah, I haven't got the airplane.
I put a bid on that house. Just to let you know.
what's that, Joe?
I put a bid on a house in Thailand.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
On a house?
Yeah.
Where at? Close to me?
No, on an island.
On an island. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's even better. Would be my choice if I wasn't married to my wife, or at least close to the beach. That's for sure.
I can see the beach.
That's good enough. I don't know. Like I said, I still want to get that. I'd like to be able to purchase that condo right next to Tom. That would be ideal for me because I could go during the week and still get back, and it's not an exorbitant amount of money. It could be handled, but we'll have to see. I Jones for the water, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mark says. Are you able to buy
Yeah.
land there in Thailand, or not like in the Philippines where you can only buy? It supposedly people say that there is a way to own land, but you have to own
Be a
less than a
company.
percentage, and you have to go through an attorney and make it. There's a big process, and I don't know if is still even possible. You'd have to
You have
check
to
into
have a
that.
company there.
What's that, Joe?
You have to have a company.
Yeah, and you
A
still
Thai,
can't own. You still can't own over 50%, right?
right. That's why you have a Thai person with you.
Thai company, yeah.
I'm going through that right now.
Otherwise, it's just like there. If you do, there are condos that you can own here in Thailand as a foreigner. Uh, if that semi answers your question, but can you outright own property as a foreigner? I don't think so.
No.
You know,
As a foreigner, you cannot get freehold on the land.
yeah. but there are ways like you can own a chunk of it. I think it's similar to like what Joe did, and probably what Joe will do, whatever he's doing. And I don't know. I'm just guessing. But all right, what does Andy say about these meetings? I know he's on top of this because he's jonesing to get here. The meeting will now be tomorrow, and the CCSA will rule on it Friday. But it looks like now they're saying you cannot bring your flight date in earlier. I don't know what that means. Am I just
You
dyslexic or
can't change your flight to get in before the deadline.
what's the deadline? I don't even know what that is.
So what I don't know what the date, but if they say they're going to shut it down as of tomorrow, you can't catch the plane today.
Oh, and what are
Yeah.
they talking about? They're talking about shutting down Thailand?
No, they're just going to fix it so that you can't bring your flight forward to get around any new rule they bring in.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Your
Let's
your
see.
your Thai pass will have a certain date on it, and that's got to be it.
Oh, as that will make your Thailand pass invalid. It looks like another shit.
They'll just change the conditions so that you'll have to spend 7 days in your crappy hotel instead
Yeah.
of 12 hours.
That sucks.
Well, then don't get a crappy hotel.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
know,
other one.
like I said, I don't think for people that are coming in that are going to be doing. I think Andy's planning on being here a long time. So, he means obviously going back home, but he's not just coming here for like a 10-day vacation. So, you know, it's feasible to do a little sandbox thing or whatever. But, you know, the people, like I said before, if they're going to come in and only have 10 days, you know, then you've never been to Thailand. I don't think Phuket is that bad of an option, especially they're, I don't know, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, Phuket's kind of jumping. So we'll see. I think it's very comfortable to own land. Yeah, it is.
There are some
Anywhere, I
beautiful
think.
places in Phuket.
I don't think you
Samui
can in
too.
Mexico either,
Koh
can
Chang
you?
too.
Yeah,
There's so many.
yeah. I like Koh Chang
What,
too.
own land?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah,
Can
you
you in
can own
Mexico?
land in Mexico, but it's got to be a specific distance away from the coast. They don't want people,
okay.
foreigners, sucking up all the coastal land.
All the good stuff.
But yeah, you can
First
own
when
it outright. Free
yeah,
and
when
One
I
of the
clear.
started
guys
going
I
to
used to
Cabo,
work with owns land in Belize.
I've heard good and bad things about Belize. The only good thing that I heard about Belize is they use the U.S. dollar and they speak English. But a bunch of nightmare stories about people getting taken. And Mitch has got a beard. Um, yeah, Mitch saying that owning land is
Take
why
care,
I've
Cobus.
been. Clovis taking off. Hey, Clovis, thank you
See you later,
for
Cobus.
coming by. Owning land is why I have been looking. Argentina, there you can own land outright. You know, it all depends what situation you're in. I mean, I know that it all depends what you want to do. I guess if you're getting something, I don't know how old you are or whatever. I'm lucky because you know whatever in the United States, whatever my family there is going to get when I die, and Thailand. So it doesn't really matter. I have a Thailand family here, so whatever. I mean, the land's in my wife's name anyway. So is the house. I'm on the book, but you know, she's the owner. You know, it's hers. When I go, it's hers and the kids and the families. So will be my retirement, the one retirement I'm getting right that I'm getting as of the first, which I've got to do some phone calls on tonight. But anyway, Malaysia. What did Stuck say? Malaysia used to allow foreigners to own land. Not sure now. You know, I can understand wanting to own it if I was an entrepreneur of some kind and 35 years old and I was buying up property and building and amassing my fortune. Then maybe I would want that. If I have a Thai wife or a Thai partner, it wouldn't really matter to me. So I don't know your situation.
Yeah, a
But I
lot of
mean,
Air
geez,
Force people, ex-RAF people, bought land and built a house in Malaysia. That was part of the conditions for the retirement visa.
well, I know in Costa Rica you used to be able to own the land. Now I don't know if things have changed there, but when I was there in 2014 or 15, I can't remember. you could do that. But what happened was the Canadians came in
Be
when
right back.
their dollar was real strong and bought all sorts of stuff and ended up giving it all back when the bottom dropped out of the Canadian dollar. So there was a bunch when I was there in 15. There was a bunch of property to be had and half built buildings and houses and stuff that could be had for pretty reasonable. Not as reasonable as what I think is had here in Thailand. So I guess it's your particular situation. I know that in Joe's case with JJ, he's offering some kind of thing where if you buy something with him, you get it for 50 years and then your family can overtake it, and whatever.
Yeah,
So it all depends
that's
on
the
what you're going
lease.
to do. What's that?
A transferable lease. It's a
Yeah.
transferable lease.
Yeah. Okay, I see why Thai people below 20 years cannot register as owners. Let's see. What did I miss? I missed something here. Kova said before, like, my uncle, who is 80 plus, oddly decided to buy a plot of land in Paraguay. Paraguay? I don't even know where that is.
Paraguay.
About
Paraguay.
7 hours.
Yeah,
Paraguay
Paraguay.
from the capital. My aunt was not impressed. Yeah, I guess it's just the situation you're in, right? What's your plans? Why are you in Thailand? What are you going to do in Thailand? When I came to Thailand, like I said, I was not in the right frame of mind. I knew that I wanted to find some kind of friendship here. Had no clue, only what I'd heard about Thailand and seen on YouTube, and just packed up my bags. And, I came for 2 weeks and then packed up my bags and been here ever since for over 3 years now. So, it depends on what you want to do. And then I got lucky as far as I'm concerned. But if you're looking to meet somebody and spend your your last years with that person, then why wouldn't you want that person to have what you're building together? That's what my theory is. Anybody could be different. They don't want their partner to own anything. They don't trust their partner. They don't, you have a million reasons. But mine, I got no problem. Plus, the house has got a loan against it. It's my wife's house anyway. So.
Well, even Joe, who implicitly trusts gifts, had clauses put in case things went pear shaped.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his particular what he did on his deal. I don't know exactly what he did. I know that he
It's in
probably
a couple of his videos. It's pretty cool how he set things
put it
up.
together.
He's
Yeah,
very well thought out, I believe.
Yeah, he's got it set up that no matter what, the house ends up being gifts. But if for some incredibly bizarre reason they end up breaking up, she can't kick him out until after he's died.
All right. I don't. The only way that she's going to
I
get
don't
rid of
think
me
that
is
would ever happen.
Yeah.
if I die. That's the only way my wife's going to get rid of me. So she'll have to kill me. So if I die unexpectedly, you know that she got pissed and decided to pull the pin. But she'll take over the YouTube channel. Invest you can buy. Yeah, that's what I think they were talking about. You got to buy a company, and I think you can own 49% of that company. I think. I don't know. You can check with. I wouldn't suggest doing any buying of anything without talking to a reputable attorney, preferably someone here in Thailand. They're going to know more about it. And there's a lot of them out there, I'm sure. Don't make death the only way your wife can get rid of you. Yeah, I don't know. It's never gonna. I would be surprised. I'd probably just end my own if that was to happen. But it. Cobus left. It. I would just check into everything, and like I
That's a
said,
good point there, dirty old man.
I would definitely. I would definitely make sure that if you're going to buy anything here, talk to an attorney. The hell, we can't take it along. Yeah, exactly, Et. And everything that my wife has done for me, my wife now here in Thailand, she deserves everything that she gets plus some. And now she will, because she'll get my retirement. She'll get 2 or 3 times the amount she makes at working for the government now after I'm gone until she's gone. So she's set, and it makes me sleep good at night. Knowing that everybody here is taking care of my in-laws, the children, everybody. Well, it's like I said, I'm 64 now, and I have plans to die when I'm 200. Yeah, my wife would like me to live to be 100. 200 might be pushing it, but she wants me to. And like I said before, I got no problem hanging out as long as I'm not a big burden on anybody. I don't really want to be a burden. Well, it's been an hour and 41 minutes. There's still 24 people hanging, but I got to get over to. I got to take the kids over to the other house. So, without further ado, if anybody that's on the panel here, I guess Mitch ducked out.
Yeah,
Want to
he
say
lost connection.
if you want to say goodbye, now would
His
be.
connection dropped.
Oh, was it? Now would be the time to say goodbye, and thanks everybody that's in the chat. Thanks everybody that
Bye, everybody.
participates and likes this channel.
See you later, everybody.
I really
See
appreciate
you later,
it, and
dirty old man. See you later, Thip.
I'd like you all
Brock.
to have
Hey,
a good
everybody.
day.
He's gonna pop in again.
Everybody
will-
say hi to, even though he's not here, everybody say hi to Richard Travels and show
Yeah,
some
there you go.
support.
And hi, Richard's mom. All right, we'll
Hi,
see you
Richard's
guys
mom.
later.
Hi, Richard.
Take it easy.
Hi, Richard.
I will see. Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
See you
All right,
later.
I will see you guys on the next one, I think. Here we go.